Assad accused the enemies of Syria of supporting the rebels, whom he said lacked intellectuals and leaders. But the speech has been dismissed by opponents and may not have any impact on the grounds as fighting rages on.
Syrian President Bashar al-Assad made his first public appearance in months on Sunday amid massive applause. His speech at the Dar al-Assad Center for Culture and Arts in Damascus was broadcast on live television. It was a highly anticipated address, but did not offer much new. Bashar al-Assad still refuses to step down and continues to accuse the enemies of Syria of supporting the rebels.
The terrorists in Syria are Al-Qaeda followers. They come from all over, from outside of Syria. The other armed people are backing up the terrorists. They are going out and looting and kidnapping people.
In his speech, the Syrian president thanked China, Russia, and Iran for their support in the crisis. Bashar al-Assad also called for national dialogue to end the conflict, but the opposition refuses to negotiate as long as Bashar al-Assad remains in power.
He said that he will remain in power and that he wants the opposition to engage in dialogue with him. How can he expect us to converse with a criminal, a killer, a man who does not abide by the law?
President Assad's speech does not look likely to have much of an impact on the ground. Over the weekend, intense fighting continued in the capital, Damascus. Over 60,000 people have died since the uprising began in March of 2011.
The first smartphone made in Africa has been unveiled in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The phone is called Elikia, which means hope in the Lingala language, and was designed by a 27-year-old engineer who has made a name for himself by bringing the first African tablet to the market.
This is the man on the high-tech scene in Africa, Veron Mankou. He is now presenting his latest thing, the first smartphone made in Africa. It is called Elikia, which means hope in the Lingala language. On sale for not even 2 weeks in DR Congo, it costs the equivalent of 85 euros, which is reasonable, and what inventor Mankou wanted.
The hope with Elikia is to give the greatest number of people possible access to this technology. That is why we call it hope, because we believe that this is the product that Africa needs.
Designed in Africa and manufactured in China, this smartphone can be equipped with many widgets and applications. It features a touch screen, a 5-megapixel photo capacity, GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and comes in black, white, and pink. There is something for every cell user.
We have good reason to be proud of this African product. People are signing up massively for this. Clients want many applications, very much like touch smartphones throughout the world. Compared to other smartphones, which are very expensive, going for 300,000 francs, this one goes for 85,000. This is an affordable price for such a good quality product.
For the gifted 27-year-old engineer Mankou, known as the African Steve Jobs, this is not his first invention. He has already brought a 100% African tablet to market, and he plans to export his products to the 4 corners of the world.
Another breakthrough for Africa. We'll now take our second break.
Épices naturel yi ci jonge épices say marinade dina neex ba yokk sa appétit ak jonge épices jongeel ba sës jongeel ba faw ni jongeel ba ca biir cin. Hello, good morning. It's gonna be a good day.
Start your day with Armonti, pure margarine with the best ingredients. Also ideal for frying and baking. Every day, an Armonti day.
Ak épices naturel yi ci jonge super doré. Say gruyère ak say ceeb day gën a doré te di nga am cëfka bu amul fenn. Jongeel ba sës, jongeel ba faw, ni jongeel ba ca biir cin.
Production and kan all entertainment event planning ne ko mangi ni ci ñitali kan nak His Excellency kan la Yahya kan la AJJ Jammeh mané ci digalam lañuy défé nak lu reuy ngir xam ne di ngénte lan la ñoo ngénte fàttaliku sa réew la ñu wax nag muy album boo xam ne juróom benn doomi Gambie ñoo ko seq way ci mooy ñan Jaliba Kuyaate Yusufa Ngom Modou Karaate yi Sambu Suso Dafa artiste Jalex di akuntu Yahya Jammeh yaa sponsor nag ñi nga xam ne ñooy xale yi ci album bi nga xam ne mooy fàttaliku sa réew ñu fas yéene ko loñ nag kañ lañ koy loñ fukki fan ak ñaar ci weeri janvier fan lañ koy loyantee ca Kairaba Big Hotel fundraising gala dina la ma ne oo nañ ñëpp góor ak jigéen mag ak ndaw ñëpp nañu ñëw ci bés ba platinum 50,000 diamond 40,000 gold 30,000 silver 20,000 bronze 10,000 waaxu rek sañ sa ba jam dugg benn 1,000 la di 1,000 dal sa nga dugg ca biir dama ne jóg leen fàttaliku sa réew la ñu wax ci biir réew mi waaye fàttaliku sa réew waaye fii ci biir réew yi Gambie lañ koy defee ànd ceeg suñu artistes yi ci réew mi ñu jàppale xale yi ñu dem kanam ndax kat boo defarul sa réew kenn du la ko defaral kon ku di gàngoo fukki fan ak ñaar ci weeri janvier ca Kairaba bi kon nag xibaar baa
The organizers of the ongoing National Youth Conference and Festival Saturday received a big surprise from the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A.J.J. Jammeh. The Gambian leader donated 1,211 bags of rice, 168 drums of oil and other provisions to the organizers of the youth gathering. Our Babakar Senghor reports officials were full of praise for the President.
President Jammeh is a friend of the youths and has come to their help countless number of times, but the scale of this particular intervention has left even the most seasoned member of this group wondering what's next.
As rightly said by the chairman, we are short of words.
To conjure the right words to extend appreciation to the Gambian leader on this day, Governor Ganye Toure says will be difficult, as officials preside over the presentation of over 1,000 bags of rice, hundreds of drums of oil, and many other provisions to the NACOF organizing committee.
Nobody can complain of being hungry from day one. And I can assure you, up to the day we will all leave and go back to our respective homes. Nobody will complain of being hungry.
The week-long youth gathering will provide young people from across the country the platform to dialogue and interact amongst themselves to help chart out better futures for the youth folk.
His Excellency the President has fulfilled his responsibilities to this country, to the youth of this country, both young men and young women. Now what is left is for us to reciprocate the young men and women of this country to ensure that we also fulfill our responsibilities.
For the Mayor of the Kanifi Municipality and the National Mobilizer of the APRC, it is time for the youths of the country to take up leadership roles and take advantages of the numerous development initiatives championed by the President.
You must come out, the youths of this country, you must come out to support the ideals of the party in power.
This particular intervention follows on the previous pre-NACOF presentation of over $2.5 million by the President to the organizers.
We are all amazed, but by the same token, not surprised, knowing also the person he is.
It is this sort of intervention that has endeared the President to the youths of this country. For Grts Sport, this is Babakar Senghor.
And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Hundreds of participants taking part in the ongoing youth gathering in Bansang in the Central River region have benefited from President Jammeh's largesse. After serving in international peacekeeping mission in the Restif Darfur region, the second batch of Gamkoi 14 have returned home. Cornered but still defiant, President Bashar al-Assad of Syria has delivered a long-anticipated speech vowing to crush the rebellion that has crippled his country for more than 2 years. And a young Congolese genius has unveiled the first smartphone designed in Africa. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. Stay tuned and enjoy GRTS.